Are the top contenders to become Virginia's next senator. Democratic strategist Robert Wiener and Republican strategist Jack Burkman join us tonight. Gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Shawn, good evening.
Good to be with you.
We should note right off that the AP is reporting Tim Kaine spoke with President Obama tonight by phone about succeeding Jim Webb, but has not made a decision as of yet. Robert, clearly he is the leading Democratic contender. Are there any other Democrats that we should be watching?
Well, all of the Democratic contenders have actually encouraged Governor Kaine to run. And yes, I can confirm with you also that Governor Kaine did speak with President Obama today. You know, if you look at the difference, just go to the websites of Governor Kaine's biography versus Tim Kaine's biography and Governor Allen's biography, and you just see Governor Allen's is son of an NFL coach and inspired by Reagan, and that's it. That's all there is. Whereas if you go to Governor Kaine's biography, it's best state for business that he brought according to Forbes, the highest median income, lowest unemployment, and he really supported childhood and college and transportation, infant mortality, mental health, and voting rights. There's substance and there's issues.
You know, Bob, before you get too ready to run against George Allen, fine fellow that he is, George Allen might not be the nominee. You've got the Tea Party may have something to say about that. You could end up with 4, 5, 6 Republicans in the primary. Part of the problem Allen has is that he's very much a moderate in this day and age for Virginia's Republican Party. Some believe he's even pro-choice. There'll be a lot of questions about that. The other thing you have to remember, Shawn, is that, you know, let's face it, the Democrats ask voters for this seat, which is essentially a Republican seat in 2006. They didn't do too good a job with it. Jim Webb's performance, you can ask people in both parties, you can ask people all around K Street, it's pretty near the bottom of the U.S. Senate. I mean, just speaking objectively, taking off my partisan hat, I couldn't think, and I would throw this out to Bob or anybody else, tell me a single accomplishment in that seat by the Democratic Party in the last 6 years.
Hey, Jack, can you really, you know, not take off your partisan hat? I mean, Robert, what's your response to that? I mean, you know, we can say, though, when you compare Jim Webb, a recent poll compared Jim Webb to Tim Kaine running against George Allen, it showed that Tim Kaine, you know, had the lead clearly.
Well, Senator Webb was a great senator and did a lot for veterans, did a lot to define the Iraq War. He was a terrific senator. But he's not going to be the senator anymore. And now you have a choice of the real people, not the ones who were there and that we perhaps want to keep there if there were a race of incumbents. But that's not what this is going to be. And so now you're left with probably Senator Allen, although you never know what's going to happen. Jack is exactly right. But this is a guy who waffles on Social Security. He won't answer the question. You look at the record. He won't answer whether he wants to privatize Social Security and bring Medicare into vouchers. He would bring us into the dark ages of finance and a sledgehammer against programs.
I would throw this out there. You know, Tim Kaine has a big name, and there's a lot of excitement, and I understand that. But 2012, Virginia is going to be very far to the right. It's going to be one of those years where the Tea Party continues to drive the agenda. Kaine might, if anything, be a little moderate for this race. Actually, if I were Democrats, I might put aside that big name and search for still more conservative Democrats. I think that will do that.
Yeah.
I bet you would.
Jack, let me ask you just a second real quick. Jack, you brought up earlier the Tea Party activist Jamie Radke. Do you really think he could be serious competition for George Allen? Can he ever get over his macaca moment?
Well, first of all, I don't know that whether Allen can get over that. I don't know. My guess is he can, because it's 6 years ago. It's a long time. He's kind of already paid the price. Now, in terms of Radke, I don't know if he will be the candidate. I think my point tonight is the Tea Party will try to put up one candidate. They may end up putting up 3 or 4. You could end up with a very wide open Virginia Republican Party with as many as 5 or 6.
All right, gentlemen, we could continue this on and on and on, and hopefully we will pretty soon in the near future. Democratic strategist Robert Wiener and Republican strategist Jack Burkman, thanks for coming in tonight.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.